Hello and welcome, friends. Welcome to another episode where I review new affordable fountain pens for school use made in China. This time I have for you a nice looking set. You probably saw the latest fountain pens reviewed on my channel. They are made by Ihao and they both had some difficulties when I first wrote with them, in the sense that they were all both cartridge fillers, and when I used them for the first time, we had to wait for the ink from the ink cartridge to reach the nib. Now, guys, I thought that I will choose a set from the same Chinese store that will resolve this problem. Interesting, it is cheaper than the other sets from Ihao, but this time I have a set that it is manufactured by another Chinese producer and the number of it is 3302, and this set is produced by the Junliang Pen Factory, located in the EU High Industrial Zone. I'm sorry for my pronunciation. So, it is packed in this cardboard ending, and in front we have some plastic transparent coverage. We have this fountain pen. If I'm not mistaken, it is the Spider-Man on it. We will see it in detail, because certainly the Chinese manufacturer doesn't have the, let's say, the permission to use the image of Spider-Man. I can certainly see here the leg of Spider-Man and some part of his costume. We will see when we open it. So it contains this fountain pen with an open nib and 4 cartridges, but interesting, this includes also an ink converter. You can see it is a simple ink converter, but you will see it will do a great service. So I will try to use it first with the ink cartridge and see if it writes for the first time without applying pressure to the ink cartridge, and after that, if it doesn't work, I will use the ink converter to see, guys, the difference between the two types of filling mechanisms. So on the front of it we have some school material and something written on it. Let me see, but they are all Chinese characters. Also here, Chinese characters. By the way, it is cheaper and it cost me only 6 leis, which means I paid, guys, for this Chinese set. I paid only 1.21 euros or 1.32 American dollars. So quite an affordable piece. On the back of it we have some information. So the set number is 3302. Again here 3302, and some instructions, drawn instructions about the way you can fill it first with the ink cartridge and then using the ink converter. And we have some interesting information which are translated in English. So product characteristics: unique ink release regulating system, the writing is stable, the handwriting is clear, guarantees. Use the ink until the last drop. Replaceable ink bag. Pen writing stream. Easy to carry. Matters needing attention: please fasten the pen cap in time after use. Strictly prohibit the impact of hard objects on the tip of a pen so as to avoid damage to the tip of a pen. Instructions: after inserting the ink bag, pay attention to clamping in place when the ink bag is installed. Please place the pen head down for 30 seconds to 1 minute to write normally. I will do that. We will wait for 1 minute, guys, and I will hope to write normally. Okay, to ensure product quality, please use it with special ink bag for Yuhui pen. Now made in China, and a code bar starting with 6. 6, it means it was made in China. Junliang Pen Factory. Warning, not suitable for children under 3 years old. Includes small parts to prevent children from swallowing. Okay, it includes small parts, and you have to prevent the young children from swallowing the small parts. So because I want to give this set to a young boy, because by the way guys, they were also available in other colors. I saw one in red, but I think that this blue one is more interesting. So where are my scissors, guys? Well, I think that the scissors are somewhere over here. I hope I can get them. Yes, sorry for that. Now I have them here, and because I want to give this to another person, I will try to cut it like this. Let me see if I can reach the pen. Well, I'm not so sure if I can reach the pen, so I have to take all of them out. So I will try to leave them here. Just I will take one ink converter from here, one ink cartridge from here. Okay, the cap has it is down, and yes, I was right. It is the Spider-Man, guys. Unbelievable. So let me take this aside here. I will put also this here. Let me zoom out for a little bit. Okay, the scissors away. The other Chinese Aihao products here, and let me show to you this Chinese made fountain pen. So first of all, interesting, I was right, guys. On the barrel we have painted, or maybe it is a foil with the Spider-Man. And here we have the producer. I believe that this is the logo of the Chinese producer, and definitely we have Spider-Man. On the clip, nothing. We have a transparent clip, quite a stiff one, so be careful not to overextend it, because you will crack it from this side. You need a little bit of force to take out the pressure fit cap. Interesting, this steel nib, no engravings on it. It certainly reminds me of a Lamy Safari ink, of a Lamy Safari nib, and of other Cran Rainbow that I've reviewed on this channel. I will certainly leave a link at the end of the video. We have this quite simple grip section, an interesting feeder, a plastic feeder, and the barrel, which is quite run nice if you ask me. So this is the Chinese Spider-Man pen for young boys. This is the barrel. Interesting that the barrel doesn't have any holes. Maybe you can fill it up, the whole barrel, with ink. It will be interesting to transform this pen, certainly at this cost. And I repeat the cost, guys, because whoa, it is an unbelievable cost. So 1.21 euros or 1.32 American dollars. So for less than 1.5 euros or 1.5 American dollars, you can get this writing instrument. Now, before I will do the writing sessions, guys, let me put it down. I will leave its dimensions on the screen, and in the same time I will change the angle of the camera for you to see better, guys, the writing sample. So yes, I will put it like this. Of course, for the writing sample we will use the same beautiful notebook, which was a gift from Inia. Thank you, Inia, for this wonderful book. The paper is by Herlitz, Germany, and I promised you that for the first time, if I can find it, oh sorry guys, it is right here. Okay, Now I was searching for this ink cartridge. Let me test it, guys. So again, you have to put it here and really apply lots of pressure. Oh, and even me. Okay, now it is firmly and securely fitted, and we will wait for 1 minute like the producer told us. So leave it in this position. I will put it right here and I hope it will stand. Yes. And now, guys, we will wait for a minute, and I can see on my video the time passing, so I know for sure when 60 seconds are over. So guys, we will try this, and if this doesn't work, you remember what I told you the last weeks with those fountain pens. We could apply pressure on this ink cartridge, but why do to apply pressure when we can use this quite simple ink converter? It isn't like a piston filler, so you don't have to unscrew this, but it is rather like a syringe type. You can see by the same principle you use a syringe. Interesting, we have the sphere similar to the sphere we have on a simple ink cartridge. So let me see if I have one here to show you. Yes, you can see this has also a sphere, a transparent sphere similar to this included in this ink cartridge. So it passed more than 60 seconds, and let me see, guys, if we have a writing instrument. So no, not applying any pressure on it, just simply putting back the barrel, and see if we can put back also the cap. Yes, the cap seems to be quite secure there. So this time we have another Chinese product, but let me see the manufacturer. I hope I don't get it wrong. So from Hun, but I was oh yes, guys, just look at it. I almost said I was expecting this. So at first it didn't write, but look, now it writes Hun Liang Pen Factory. Okay, this is a product made in China, The number of this set is 3302. It is made in China in this industrial zone EW who's high industrial zone, guys. Okay, let me give it a little zoom out. Okay, this is fitted with an open nib, so open nib, a steel nib. Let me zoom. Okay, a steel nib. Judging by the way it writes, I think it is a fine nib. I'm curious to see if we can reverse write with this. So reverse writing. So surprise, it writes in reverse writing like an extra fine one, and definitely yes, we have an yes on reverse writing. So no ink flow lost and no scratching. Now let me see how juicy this nib is. So you can see a decent juicy nib. It should do also a signature quite well. Yes, you can see based on its juiciness. I'm sorry, I'm not so sure that this is a proper word. So based on the fact that it is a juicy nib, it should do also a nice little signature. And now let's see if this open steel nib has some flex to it. No flex. And let's look at the line variance. So no line variance. Okay, guys, now I can tell you about the fox, and I hope that I will get it right. So, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So, guys, it writes quite nice. I'm quite pleased with it, and quite amazed that the fact that we didn't have the problems that we had on the iHow products. I'm not so sure it is a bad thing, guys, but I was prepared to show you how nice it is for you to suck the ink with this ink converter, because it will already pass through this feeder and nib section, and it should not have that problem that we encountered with the other iHow products, in the sense that we didn't have the ink flow going. So guys, this was my review of another beautiful Chinese product, again with no license of Spider-Man. This is what I think. This is why we don't see any word of Spider-Man written on it. So the Chinese will be the Chinese. I'm not saying that it is not a nice looking product. It is quite an attractive product from for a young boy at school. Not accessible in all the countries, but accessible here in the European Union, in Romania. They are certainly exported products and they have to pay taxes because they were not produced in the European Union, but they are still at a great price. So, unbelievable price, guys. Around 6 lays, so less than €1.50 on 1.50 American dollars. A great, amazing price. So, guys, this was my review. I want to wish you to have a nice day wherever you are. So, have a nice day, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and if you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel to support my activity. I will see you at the next episode. Till then, bye bye and God bless.